Since your child died, have you seen or heard signs of them in your everyday life? Hi, my name is Melanie, and in Monday Morning Message number 26, I want to talk about these signs. Specifically, I want to talk about dragonflies. Dragonflies are beautiful to watch, and I've since learned, after Garrett died, dragonflies represent so many different things in different cultures. They represent purity and renewal or happiness. I had never really heard the legend of the dragonfly until after Garrett died, when someone gifted us this book, Waterbugs and Dragonflies, Explaining Death to Young Children. And because our kids were 6 and 4, I was looking for anything to help them. And the gist of that little story, it goes like this. So there is a colony of water bugs that are living on the bottom of the pond, and they notice that every once in a while, one of their members of their group climbs up the stalk of the lily pad and never comes back. And so the rest of them make a little pact, and they agree that the next one that climbs up to the top of the lily pad is going to come back and tell them what's up there. And so one day, after the pact was made, one little bug crawls to the top and awakes on top of the lily pad, transformed into this beautiful dragonfly. But remembered his promise to his friends and looked down and could see them all there. And every time he tried to get back to them, he would just bounce off the top of the pond. And eventually had to give up, but was so happy with his transformation that he knew when their time came to climb to the top of the lily pad, they'd understand why he wasn't able to come back. And there was something about that story that opened my mind and my heart to realizing that there were signs from Garrett, lots of places in our day. And the dragonfly is a little one that I find comfort in, but the sign from Garrett that I find the most comforting, I'll have to tell you the little story about it. The week before Garrett died, he went to camp, and I sent him to camp with one of those little disposable cameras. And he took pictures of his whole week, and one of the last pictures he took a selfie, and it's not a good picture of him at all. He isn't smiling, which because he couldn't see himself, but behind him, there is a cloud, and through the cloud, there is the sun streaking onto his face. And every time I see a cloud with sun streaking through it, I know in my heart that that is a sign from my Garrett, that he is forever in my heart and in our lives. I know lots of people talk about the signs that they see after their child has died, whether it is pennies that they find, or that song that just coincidentally comes on the radio just at the time you need to hear it, or the feathers, or I know one of my good friends hears wind chimes and is reminded of her daughter. I would love to hear what signs that you have from your child, if you wouldn't mind posting them in the comments. If you haven't felt any of these signs, maybe you need to slow down and look for them, because I promise you that they're there. I will talk to you next week. Take care.